Let's talk about the Pyramids of Giza. Now, there have been a lot of speculations around the Pyramids of Giza for a long time because of the way it was built. It was built using large stones, really large and heavy stones. And the thing is, these pyramids were built around 4,500 years ago. And even when we think about it now, we have no idea how they managed to move these stones and put them into place and all that. Because even with our modern technology, it's really hard to do it with all this technology we have. So how did the ancient Egyptians manage to do that? I mean, even if a lot of people pulled these stones, it would be really difficult to move them. So the fact that they made these pyramids is there's a lot of speculation around it, to say the least. And we might actually be able to find out some answers about that, because apparently there are some scientists that managed to use some radar to find something that seems like an ancient city that's beneath the pyramids. Now apparently there's some tube-like structures going down into the earth, and there's a city and something like a city underneath this. And this could be huge, because it could be the place where it might be a city, or it might be the place where they stored all their historical records and all their knowledge. Now we've been trying to find out about that for a long time. Now we already understand a lot of things about what Egyptians did in their time, but these historical records could give us an actual description of what their time was like, what their lives were like, how they managed to build those pyramids. Maybe they knew some knowledge about medicines that we didn't. Maybe they had some kind of advanced technology for that time that we don't know about. And it could unearth a lot of things about the Egyptians. I mean, just the fact that those pyramids were built is quite astonishing, and there must have been some secret they had. And maybe these historical records have it. Now, I think the place where the historical records are supposed to be held is called the Hall of Records. I think that's what it's called. But anyway, the fact if we can actually find the city and get these records, it would be a huge deal. It might be even helpful to us to further advance our civilization. Now, there is one tiny problem with this, because apparently there are scientists that saying that they've tried using radar technology before, but to find a city underneath, but they never managed to find anything. And that the fact that these scientists found it might be fake reports. Now, we don't know anything about that. You have to wait and see. The only way to actually know is probably to go and look for it. Now, how difficult it might that be to go and look for the city? What are the other problems that might occur? Yeah, we don't know. There's a lot of things, but the fact that this actually might be true is pretty exciting. I mean, what if there is actually a city down there? I mean, the fact that they built a city underground is amazing in itself. And maybe there's a lot of other ancient artifacts and stuff that we can find along with the historical records. And this is really exciting for anyone who has who's interested in the ancient Egyptian things. I mean, I'm personally interested in this ancient stuff and how ancient civilizations lived. I'm honestly really interested about Atlantis and all that. They're supposed to be an advanced civilization as well. But the fact that the Egyptians 4,500 years ago might have been that advanced could be huge. And we'll have to wait and see whether or not there's a city and we can actually find it. But I'm really hopeful, because I want there to be a city. I want there to be an ancient civilization that was super advanced, that we're now learning about, and then we can actually adapt to their ways and make our civilization even better. So let's hope and see what happens. Anyway, this is personally really promising for me.